my inside of my down coat to keep warm so it wouldn't freeze, and I had 9 goos for the day. You know, the goo is 100-calorie things. And I was so scared to death and exhausted. There was no real good place to rest up there, leaving the summit, that on the way up, and actually the whole day, on the way up and on the way down, I ate a total of 2 of my 9 goos in 15 hours and had 2 sips of water. I had that much water drank in my water bottle. I mean, that can't even sustain life at sea level. I have no idea how I survived with that little amount of substance at the top of the world like that. And talking with my buds, they didn't either. Nobody, it's too scary and mind-numbing to even stop for sustenance. So it's kind of a crazy world. So exhausted on the way down. My legs were fine. My arms, for some reason, I couldn't grip the rope anymore. I couldn't hold on to my ice axe. My arms were totally wood. And I was starting to get really irritated. I was thirsty. I was just really uncomfortable. The oxygen mask had ripped holes in my face. I was a mess, and I was swearing. I was irritated. And to top it off, Finjo took off from me and was like ahead of me. And I was pissed off. And I was mumbling. I was swearing. And a guy from Germany came up behind me. And he said, "Hey, you summited, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "This is a great place for a picture." So he shook my tree, and we stopped. We got our cameras out, and we took pictures. And thank God that he did, because unbelievable. Makalu, one of the world's 14 highest peaks in the world. Kanchenjunga, off in the distance, the world's 3rd highest peak. And I didn't see any of it, because I was so wrapped up in my own whining and suffering that I wasn't even looking around. And by this time, you know what? Good chance I was going to be safe. You know, but I was whining and bitching and moaning, and I needed him to shake my tree to make me look around and realize what was around me. It was an unbelievable experience. And after that, and then I realized I was pissed off at Finjo, and actually I was whining at him, and when we got down to the place where we were first safe, I said, "Finjo, man, I'm sorry. I think the reason I was whining and complaining and bitching at you is because I was scared to death." And he said, "I totally get it." He knows that. He's a devout Buddhist and 4-time Everest summiter. He knows. So I didn't know. It took me a while to figure it out. So whenever you overcome a big goal, you got to have one in the wings. And for me, it's no longer climbing. For me, it's writing. I've just kind of found that. I love that. It kind of rolls out.